Okay, so to Bach and to Toccata. The way that I play it is obviously starting on, as you've seen through the video, is starting off on the 5th and 4th strings, and it goes. Now let's just try that. So that's going to head along like this. You're starting on the A. You're going to play A open, and then on to D open. So 5 open, 4 open. Then you'll play 2nd fret on the 4th string, and that is going to be the 3rd fret. That's how you'll play that. And then the next one will be where you're playing open, 2nd, 3rd, 5th. So the first part, so open, open, and then we've got 2, 3, and then open, 2, 3, 5, then 2, 3, 5, 7, and then 3, 5, 7, and up to 8. Then back to 5, and then traversing from 4th string to your 5th string, playing 7 to 8, then 5 to 7, and then playing 3 to 5, and then we're playing 2 to 4, and then we play after 2 to 4, we play open to 1, then 3 on the A string, then open, then 1 on the A string. We're going to play those notes. We can play it like that if you wish to. So you've got 1 on the 5, and then 3 on 6th string, and then come up to A, which is your 5th or your open if you want to. So it's now after initially starting like that, normally then I move on to the next octave, which is okay, so that'll be played like this. So here we are up on the 5, 6, 7th fret there. We're going to play those 2 notes to start off with, as if they were the nut notes back here, the opens back here. So we're going to play those 2, and then which is on the 7th, then the 9th, 10th, then back to the 7, 9, 10, 12, then back to the 9, 10, 12, 14, then back to the 10, 12, 14, 15, and then back to the 12, and then the alternating strings where you're going to play the 14, 15, 12, 14, 10, 14, then 9, and then 11, then down to 7 and 8, then 5 and 7, and then down to 3 and 5, and then back up to the 7th, which is your A. Okay, so that's what happens for the first part, and then it's just the same thing as what you did in the first part of the D, the lower octave, the first one we learnt though. Okay, but we're going to do that, what we did firstly, now on the 2 middle string. So we'll do that. Now it's really no need to teach you how to do that because you already know how to do it from what you did on the D. All you're doing is playing exactly that, but just 1 string lower. So you'd use your 2 middle strings, your 3rd and your 4th, rather than the 5th and 4th. And then if you want, you can come up the whole octave and do exactly what we did with the D here, but only start on the 12th fret. So really all you're doing there is just replicating what you did with the second D. So the first G is the same as the first D, but only it's on the 2 middle strings. The second G is the same as the second D, but only your starting point is on the 12th fret. Once you've learnt the pattern, you'll have it. So the other chords in it, B flat major, that chord, and then I changed it, and then we used a different chord, and that's just that F chord, and then back to the minor, which is the G minor, and then back up to the A major chord there. So once again, those chords are starting with B flat, so you've got 11, 10, and 12 on the respective strings there, 11, 10, and 12. So, and I've got my pick tucked up under there, so I move it over there so I can play these in that way. A lot of you guys will be able to just pick away, no problems at all. Then we've got the F, which is on the 10th fret flat, and the only strings we're using here for all these chords are the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and then back down to the G minor, and then back up to the A, which is 10, 9, and 11. And then usually the second time around I go a little bit higher and just play different inversions of them. So we've got, starting off with that B flat, then up to the F here, which is 12, 13, 14. And then the G minor, which is the same as like playing a G minor chord down here, but you'd play it like that. So you're here on the 15th with these two, and that's basically the rhythm for it. All that other stuff is quite involved, and will probably take about 10 minutes to explain the solo-y stuff in the middle with all those arpeggios and so forth. But at least that'll get you started on that sort of thing if you want to have a shot at a bit of Bach from a couple of hundred years ago. And hope you enjoy that. Let us know how you go.